take a moment to shine a spotlight on the star of today's celebration, Bhoomika Pullela. Bhoomika has been learning Bharatanatyam from Guru Srimati Naina Shastri since the age of 4. Over the past 11 years, she has performed in numerous events across the Bay Area, nurturing not just skill but a deep love and passion for the arts. Her artistic journey extends beyond dance. She studied Carnatic vocal music for 5 years under Srimati Shakuntala Mulayera and learned the piano for 7 years, finding joy in expressing herself through both movement and sound. Bhoomika is also a bright and dedicated student, currently a junior at the College Preparatory School, co-leading the South Asian Alliance and participating in the speech and debate team. She balances academics and the arts with remarkable discipline and focus. Her art for service is equally inspiring. Bhoomika has volunteered over 150 hours at John Muir Health Hospital in Walnut Creek and tutors young girls in India through One Prosper International, sharing her time and knowledge to empower others. Today, her Arangetram celebrates all this: her talent, creativity, discipline, compassion, and dedication. In place of gifts, she has asked us to support the India Literacy Project, turning the joy of this milestone into opportunity for others. Let us take a moment to applaud her. The bond between siblings is truly special, filled with playful mischief, shared memories, and the quiet strength of always being there for one another. Bhoomika's brother, Kaustubh, has been her steady supporter, encouraging her with love and pride as she prepared for this milestone. We now invite Kaustubh to the stage to share a few words for his sister.
Hi everyone. So I'm Bhoomika's brother, Kaustubh. Thank you. She's back there somewhere, but it's an honor to be her brother today on such an important occasion in her dance journey. And nobody can doubt her discipline or dedication. But I want to share a story about one of her first ever dance performances. I'm not sure if she remembers it, but I do. So back when she was in 1st grade, I was in 4th grade, and we had an elementary school talent show. And look, I was an awkward 9-year-old, so getting up in front of the entire school to do anything was kind of like the worst fate ever. But she didn't think so. I watched her eagerly sign up, and she told anyone that would listen to come to the show, and she would practice every day. And sure enough, the day came, and she killed her dance. And I remember the standing ovation, and all my friends were really impressed. I was also impressed, but for a different reason. I was impressed at her boldness. She saw something that she thought she could do and worked really hard to make it happen. She was bold enough to try, when many others at that age, like myself, were not. So, being an older brother, I found a way to exploit this. A few months later, I had an idea to build a ramp for our bikes. I'd seen a YouTube video of mountain bikers doing stunts, and I wanted to replicate that at home. Now, terrible idea, right? So I duct taped some flimsy cardboard pieces together and convinced my poor sister that she should be the first one to go down. Because after all, she was the bold one, right? So she came careening down the driveway and flew off the ramp, only to smash into the pavement, leaving her with a bunch of scrapes and me at the mercy of my mother. So thankfully, she hasn't listened to any more bold ideas I've come up with. But her boldness continues to shape her to this day. Even leading up to her Arangetram, I haven't seen a sliver of nerves or anxiety. In fact, I've only seen her absolute determination to perfect her routine. Her boldness is an inspiration to us all that if you can dream it, you can do it. Thank you.
That was so beautiful, Kaustubh. Family celebrations feel complete only when cousins are part of the joy. We now invite Bhoomika's cousins to come forward and share their good wishes and memories.
Hello. So as many of you might not know, or might know, I'm an only child. So my cousins are the closest people I have to siblings. And to me, Bhoomika is like a younger sister. Bhoomika and Kaustubh, They live like an hour away, so we constantly visit each other. Our families go over to each other's houses for the holidays. So some of my favorites include Thanksgiving. She is famous for her rosemary bread and smashed potatoes. And her birthday weekend, which is actually this weekend. Her birthday's tomorrow, so happy early birthday tomorrow. And this is a short speech, but also want to shout out Miss Shankutala Moliara, who started me, Bhoomika, and Trisha, who will later speak, on all of our like journey of Indian classical music. So I have a joke. What's an Arangatharam without snacks? A Bartha not yum. Bhoomika has been practicing for her Arangatharam for years. I've been practicing to clap at the right time. Anyways, please join me in celebrating Bhoomika Palela and her rest of her Arangatharam.
All right, hi everyone, my name's Aniket. I'm one of her cousins from Australia, so I have a little speech prepared. So although today is about celebrating Bhoomika's incredible Arangatharam, I can't resist sharing one of my other favorite memories of her performances. So let's rewind to 2015, when I had the privilege of choreographing, and I use that term very loosely, a dance with Ishu and Bhoomika to Havana. Now, it wasn't an original masterpiece, it was really just a straight from YouTube, easiest Havana dance tutorial possible. But what stood out wasn't really the choreography, it was Bhoomika. She performed in front of the whole family with 100% energy and commitment, and not missing a single beat. I can't say the same for Ishu, but the effort was there. Anyways, moments like that really show about who Bhoomika is. They show the dedication she brings to everything, whether it's mastering a 3-hour Bharatanatyam routine for today, or giving me every single detail about whatever gossip is going on at her school. Her success is not just attributed to her natural talent, but also through her strong work ethic. And perhaps just a tiny bit of Banamama's gentle encouragement. Congratulations, Bhoomika. We're all so proud of you. Keep dancing, keep writing, keep creating, and most importantly, keep giving 100% to everything you do. Thank you.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Anirudh. I'm Aniket's brother. And yeah, so I remember the first few times I visited San Ramon, and Bhoomika would constantly do these gymnastics routines, or ask me to be some kind of human prop for a wild, stupefying stunt. And while I definitely sustained some minor injuries in the process, I was impressed at the energy and control she showed at such a young age. And as the years went by, during my every so often trips from Berkeley or San Francisco, the requests from her definitely became a little less physically ambitious, and a little bit more sassy, and eventually a lot more of, okay bro, are you gonna leave already? But through all of the years and change, there's a spirit that she has that has definitely persisted. It has driven her curiosity in the world, from sustainable fashion to educational literacy, and has led her to continue her dance journey all this way. And it's definitely evident in the culmination of her Bharatanatyam training tonight. And it's admirable that she's stuck with it through all the ups and downs. Congratulations on this accomplishment, Bhoomika, and wishing you all the best for the rest.
Hello everyone, my name is Trisha, one of Bhoomika's cousins, and I want to thank you all so much for coming to this special day in Bhoomika's Bharatanatyam career. Many of you have traveled a long way to be here today, and I hope that we can cherish all of our time together. Bhoomika's performance today not only reflects a display of excellence, but also a reflection of her dedication, discipline, and passion for Bharatanatyam. Over the years, Bhoomika and I have always attended Bharatanatyam events together, starting in elementary school to high school. When we both performed at the annual day over the years, I always had looked up to her group's performances. Soon as the years went by, these dances went from 5 minutes to 20-minute ones, and I truly respect her a lot for that. As a fellow student, I know how much effort, time, and heart it takes to reach this stage. Watching her today has truly inspired me to continue with my own journey. I would like to express my heartfelt congratulations to Bhoomika and my gratitude to Guru Miss Naina Shastri for guiding her students with such wisdom and care. Bhoomika, I hope your passion for dance continues to grow and may you inspire many other students just like me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Shreya, Bhoomika's cousin. I want to thank everyone for making the time to be here for Bhoomika's Arangetram. We're all very excited to see her perform, so I'll keep this short. Bhoomika, I'm so proud to see you reach such an important milestone. I myself have spent many years learning an Indian classical art form, the Veena, so I know that reaching this milestone is no easy feat. I remember being in class, and whenever I would make a mistake, I'd hear my guru tell me, "You still have a bit more learning to do before you start composing your own music." Alas, I never got to reach that stage, but it leaves me with so much more respect to see you at your Arangetram, especially at such a young age. Whether or not you decide to pursue Bharatanatyam further, I'm so proud to see you at this stage, a culmination of your tenacity and perseverance. I've always believed that art makes living worthwhile, so I hope you continue to carry this art form with you as you move through life. Of course, I couldn't forget Bhoomika's parents, Kausalya Pinni and Panu Babaya, and her guru. Thank you for supporting Bhoomika and guiding her to this milestone. Congratulations, Bhoomika.
Hi, my name is Shruti. I'm Bhoomika's cousin, and today it brings me great joy to witness a very important milestone for my cousin Bhoomika. And I'm also glad to see so many familiar faces who joined us to share this moment. I would like to share a few words with everyone. So to Bhoomika, tonight is actually the first time, well, second since I've seen your rehearsal, that I've seen you dance, and I'm so proud that you're able to share this amazing achievement with us all. It makes me really happy that you have come so far in your Bharatanatyam journey, and I hope you can continue to keep dancing, since you have so much talent and dedication, as I'm sure we've all seen today. You really inspire me, and I really hope that one day we can perform on stage together. And I would also take a moment to address everyone else who made this possible. To Bhoomika's parents, Kausalya Pinni and Panu Babaya, who have put so much time and effort into this event. And also to Bhoomika's guru. We are all truly indebted to our teachers and our mentors, without which none of us could have ever come so far. And lastly, I would like to thank everyone who took time out of their busy lives to come see Bhoomika's Arangetram. It is so great to see family and friends here together to cheer for her. Congratulations on all the best.
Bhoomika is also very fortunate to be surrounded by the love of her extended family. We now invite her father's brother and sister, Pullela Satya Garu and Pullela Rama Garu, and her mother's brother and sister, Chenna Prakada Satyanarayana Murthy Garu and Chenna Prakada Aparna Garu, to share their thoughts and wishes.
Namaskaram. Adya aham santoshapurva garvapurna hridayah bhavantaha sarvan abhivandya. Mama bhratusutayaha Bhoomika arangetra samaye vishesha samarohaya atra stitaha. What a beautiful, incredible performance, Bhoomika. I hope and I'm sure everybody agrees with me on that. Today, Bhoomika, you have helped us all enjoy this beautiful, delightful evening filled with rich Indian culture. As every part of this evening, the decor, the vibes, the colors, the idols outside, the decorations, and all the guest attires that are decked with traditional Indian attires. I think this is all a reminder how deeply we are connected with our ancient heritage, as our mayor alluded. And your performance, Bhoomika, is phenomenal, and I'm sure everybody agrees with that. Thank you. Thank you. So today, Bhoomika, I have seen you in a moment. You were the most graceful, divine, poised Princess Sita, and in the next moment, you transformed yourself very seamlessly, which is very difficult to do since I tried to learn Bharatanatyam and I know how hard it is to transition into, you transformed into the most arrogant princess who were struggling to lift the Shivadhanas. And these transformations and the grace with which you did all of this just depicts that now you're a seasonal, very seasoned and very mature dancer. And I'm really proud of you for doing all that. The Jagadananda Karaka, which I'm sure all of you know, one of the Pancharatna Kirtanas. In this Kirtana, Lord Tyagaraja filled this song with how Lord Rama gives us the divine joy to the entire universe, which is what Jagadananda Karaka is. And Bhoomika, you with your beautiful dance has actually helped us. You used the dance as a media to give us all the joy that we can, at least I was able to experience that joy that Lord Rama is giving us. And your dance absolutely served as a media for that enjoyment. And I'm sure everybody felt the same way. And this is not an easy task, although you made it very seamless and very effortless to do all this dance, but just imagine that your hand goes one side, your leg goes to the other side. It's really difficult to coordinate these kind of movements, and this could not have been possible without utmost dedication, resilience, practice, determination, and of course the blessings of Guru Naina ji and blessings of parents and your grandparents. And the reason why I started with 2 lines of Sanskrit is that my friend who is learning Sanskrit told me when I said that my niece is going to do Arangetram is whenever you speak Sanskrit, gods actually descend down to bless. And I really hope and I wish that with my few words of Sanskrit, I hope Lord Saraswati has descended to this auditorium and will bless, and hopefully will bless Bhoomika with a very bright future and more successful endeavors in her future. And Bhoomika, a very happy, sweet 16th birthday tomorrow.
Hello everyone, my name is Ramesh Mulla Pragada. I'm husband of Rama, brother-in-law of Banu Pulella, dad of Bhoomika. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. I would like to start by thanking Mrs. Naina Shastri ji wholeheartedly for starting Ushanjali School of Dance in the Bay Area. It's really bringing our Indian culture and dance, to our doors here, providing, I think, home away from home in the Tri-Valley area. I think if you look at the Tri-Valley area, I think for those of us who live here, coming from India, we all missing our Indian culture and all the things that we went through in India. I think we feel like it's like a home away from home. I think not only Mrs. Naina ji, I would like to thank her entire family. Mr. Hari, her husband, who works tirelessly at each of these functions to make them happen. And her 2 wonderful children, Akash and Maya. I want to take, before I talk about Bhoomika, I would like to say 1 or 2 sentences about Akash and Maya. I had the opportunity to work with Akash many years back. I think my daughter Trisha also goes, is getting trained with Ms. Naina for the last 10 years. So I think when she was very young, she asked me if her son is in high school and if I could help him in some way. And I thought, how can I help him? And I said, I think let us work on a research paper. And it's like, I think, out of 30 research papers that I've published, I think every research paper has a unique history, story associated with it, the way it begins, the people whom you're associated with, and the lessons learned from it. I think, and always, I think, as a researcher, you're learning something new. And this paper was also something very unique in the sense that it is the first paper that I did with a high school student. And the second thing about this is there are 3 authors on this paper, and one of them is Professor Uday, who was 15 years senior to me at Tepper School of Business, Carnegie Mellon. And I said, when we published this, it is like one of the unique things about this paper that I told Mr. Hari and Ms. Naina is there are 3 generations of students from Tepper School of Business, Carnegie Mellon, who are authors on this paper. So I think Professor Uday, I think, was like 15 years older to me. I went through the PhD program at Carnegie Mellon, and Akash, I think, is a student at Carnegie Mellon finishing. So I think, though I think he got into UC Berkeley, many schools, he was inspired to go to Carnegie Mellon, and I don't know what kind of inspired him, but I felt like, I think, I played a small role in that. So that's one thing. And the second thing is, last year when I was watching Maya's performance, it was so outstanding. It was the first Arangaretram where I sat through full length. And I thought to myself, I think, one day, I think, she's going to overtake her mother. So that's what I felt, I think. So I think let's all give a big hand to Mrs. Naina's family. The second thing I want to talk about is Bhoomika. She, as my wife has mentioned, she has done a wonderful job, outstanding job. And all the things, I think, that the previous speakers were talking about. I think I'm the first generation Indian coming from India, and looking at the activities that my daughter Trisha goes through, and looking at, I think, everybody, I think, here goes through. It's really mind-boggling on the number of things they're involved in. I sometimes feel, I think, how are they doing it? I think this couldn't be human and all that. But I wish Bhoomika a very wonderful future. I think finishing her high school and college and everything. So I think one last thing I want to say is my wife was mentioning, I think tomorrow is her 16th birthday. So Bhoomika, you treated herself to a wonderful gift. So I think no other gift that you're going to get tomorrow is going to match the gift you brought it for yourself. Congratulations and all the very best.
Okay, thank you. I know we're running late, but I know my mayor said you have to be really careful giving the mic to a politician, but I'm going to say you have to be more careful giving it to a professor.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all very much for coming. Very proud of my niece today for what she has done so far. Bhumi, as you entertain us with this enthralling performance, my thoughts go as how you evolved from a 3-month baby, terrified at my sight actually, and to a young artist performing fearlessly on a grand stage in front of a very large audience. Your performance is not just a demonstration of your readiness to enter the next stage, but also that of commitment, your grit, and the resourcefulness all along throughout this journey. As we realize that you're the first one in our family to get this far in the field of arts, it swells our hearts with immense pride. We also are very excited that you choose the South Indian classical dance form, Bharatanatyam, as an art that you want to practice. This is an art from a civilization that was developed 5,000 years ago and handed and bestowed upon us through 2,000 years of tradition. It's a time-tested practice that lets you grow spiritually and emotionally and inculcates a sense of purpose that's hard to achieve otherwise. It's with great sense of pride and excitement that we wish you the very best and are waiting with bated breath and anticipation where you will lead us next. As we thoroughly enjoy your performance, our best wishes and blessings are with you. Happy birthday again, Bhumi. And like everyone mentioned, I came in contact with the staff and the teachers and the gurus for Bhoomika yesterday. They've been an incredible team, right? Today I see that they have performed 20 Arangetrams. It's an incredible feat. Again, my humble respect to all the teachers here, and thank you very much. Okay, I'm sorry. There's my humble respects to the teacher Naina Shastri and the musicians that accompanied her, for example. Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.
Namaste, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Murthy Channapragada, Satyanarayana Murthy. This is my Sahadharmacharini, Sri Lakshmi Channapragada. I'm Kaushalya's brother, Bhumi's Menamama. My few words will be in multiple languages, as some of you might have realized already that I do speak a few languages. So సభకు నమస్సుమాంజలి. మీ అందరికీ స్వాగతం, నమస్కార, నమస్తే, వణక్కం, సత్ శ్రీ అకాల్. I might stick to English and Telugu for the rest of the speech. As you all know, Arangetram is a big milestone in a dancer's journey. It's more or less thought of as a graduation ceremony, but I think of it more like marathon, as Vice Mayor was mentioning earlier. It's just that the marathon is done much more gracefully and without the energy drinks being supplied on the way. Firstly, congratulations to Bhoomika on reaching this milestone. It shows exemplary perseverance in reaching such a milestone. So great job, well done. And this evening you've enthralled us with excellent performance. We've seen you grow as a little baby from the cradle, taking those steps. చిన్నప్పుడు తప్పటడుగులు వేసుకుంటూ కేరింతాలు ఆడుకుంటూ పెరిగిన చిన్న పాప ఇవాళ ఇంత గ్రేస్ఫుల్గా, ఇంత అందంగా, ఇంత బ్యూటిఫుల్గా నాట్య ప్రదర్శన చేస్తుందంటే మనసు ఆనందంతో ఉప్పొంగిపోతుందని చెప్పడానికి గర్వము అలాగే ఆనందం కూడా కలుగుతుంది. Little did we ever realize that those little steps would have transformed, those jumping and gymnastic steps would have transformed into such elegant steps that you all watched this evening. I'm sure there are years of toil behind those steps, not to speak of those many sore muscles and late nights as well. సాధనను కవిత్వంగా, కృషిగా, కళగా మలచడానికి నిజమైన కట్టుబాటు అవసరం. మనందరికీ ఒక విధమైన కళా ప్రవృత్తి ఉంటుంది, కానీ దానిని ఒక శిఖరాగ్ర స్థాయికి తీసుకురావాలంటే, అంటే our talent, our artistic leaning, to bring forth that leaning to a pinnacle, it needs extreme కృషి, పట్టుదల, దీక్ష, క్రమశిక్షణ. అంటే it needs passion, it needs discipline, it needs dedication and extreme sort of perseverance. And today Bhumi has showcased all those excellent virtues in her performance today. We all come from a family with artistic leanings. We all have dabbled in a little bit of art in one form or the other, but to reach this stage is really a proud moment for all our family, or entire family. So I'm going to leave on the note two verses in dedication to tonight's performance. Bhoomika, grace flows in every fleeting stance. Your grace flows in every fleeting stance. Years of toil refine your dance. Behind each step, unseen and true, lies sweat and soul that carries through. May this stage be first of many, and may your dance be continued. May your dance continue to inspire, delight, and also keep all the rest of us on our toes, figuratively at least. God bless you, Bhoomika.
I'll just say hearty congratulations, Bhoomika. God bless you. Congratulations to the proud parents, grandparents, and a big thank you to Naina Garu and the entire orchestra team. Thank you.
What's worse than giving the microphone to a politician or a professor? Giving it to a stand-up comedian. Very, very excited to be here. I'm Bhoomika's mother's sister, and this is my husband.
Sri Charan Vinakota.
Everybody talked so far about her, Bhoomika's boldness and determination, but there's one quality I want to talk about here, which is her insatiable curiosity. How many people here know of one person that is interested in crochet, sewing, vinyl records, cats, colonial history of India, Blackpink, and Bharatanatyam? That's Bhoomika for you. Give it up for her. One of my favorite times of the year is the Labor Day weekend, when we, Bhoomika and I, and actually Satya Garu often, get to celebrate our birthdays, which are all in a row, together. And it's a reminder to me of how lucky I am to share not just that day, but the memories and just the fun times with this fun and determined girl. She's sassy, full of spunk, smart, bold, and tonight is just one more way that she just fully expresses herself. And she certainly has the best of her parents, but adds her own spark to it. And I have a confession to make. I've never said this out aloud, and it may upset a few people, but here goes. It's Bhoomika's special night, so I'm going to say it. Bhoomika, you are my favorite niece. Of course, you're my only niece, but hey, that still makes it real. The last thing I want to say is, this night and the way the pinnacle of arts that she's kind of pursued and expressed is also a special reminder for me of my father, who in his own form, he was an artist and he was a sculptor, and by day he was a doctor, but by heart he was an artist. And it was great to see, as my brother put it, Bhoomika expressing her full self in arts in a way that my father would have been very happy to see. Congratulations, Bhoomika. Here's to celebrating with lots of cupcakes tomorrow.
All the things that people wanted to say about Bhoomika's dance, they have already said it. So nothing more to add there. Excellent performance and reflecting years of dedicated hard work, right? I just have one thing to add. It's actually something that happened maybe when Bhoomika was about 8 or 9 years old. I was this 40-year-old uncle who wanted to impart some knowledge to her. So I was sitting on couch with her, and then she had just read some Amar Chitra Kada or something like that. Right? It's a comic books about Indian mythology. So given this gray-haired person thought he knew more about Indian mythology than her, I started quizzing her on some of the stuff that she had read recently, right? So I asked a few questions, first the first level questions, then some relationships and how is this person related to this person, and so on and so forth. And she kept answering all the questions, right? So I spent maybe 15-20 minutes with her, and every time she came back with the right answer, and then it really impressed me, right? Even for as small a task as reading a comic book, I was just impressed by the intellectual curiosity she exhibited, and that kind of stuck with me, right? So underneath this playful person, at that time I saw somebody who is very determined, intellectually curious, and I'm really happy to see that the same person grow into a 15-year-old girl who is with determination. She has achieved whatever she has achieved today, right? So all the best to Bhoomika for many more successes to come. Wonderful performance. It's actually great to sit in the audience seat and enjoy the performance. Nice composition. Thanks to all the artists and musicians who are performing here. It's great to be in the audience seat. Thanks to everyone, and also congratulations to all the family and friends. Thank you.
Bhoomika is fortunate to have such a loving family. That's all I have to say. This evening would not have been possible without the guidance and mentorship of Guru Srimati Naina Shastri. Bhoomika will first take her Guru's blessings.
Was that a fantastic performance or what? Congratulations, Bhoomika, and she definitely needs another round of applause. So I've heard a lot about Bhoomika from everybody, from her family, which shows that I've not really, in class she's a very quiet and a very, in her own world kind of a girl. Of course, not when she is with her group of friends in class. Then she's a different animal altogether. But when it's me and her, she's very quiet and very subdued. So from what I have seen, she has though a quiet resilience. I know like a couple of times after rehearsal, her mom or her grandmother would say, "Oh, I think she's not doing too well. She's very quiet." So then I would like, "Really? Is there something going on?" And she's like, "No, I'm fine." So I don't think she's ever complained or ever said that she's the only thing. I think one of the rehearsal was when she was like, "Oh, I messed up." But other than that, she's totally in control of everything. Even till the last minute, we made changes, and she absorbed that, she incorporated it, and that is something that they learn during this training, right? Like a lot of people, I know even Nalini has just now mentioned. When you do an Arangetram with live orchestra, there's a lot of moving parts, and it's not easy for a young dancer like this to grasp all of that. And we have only like 2 rehearsals before we get on stage here. So they have to not only figure out what the musicians are doing, the interludes they're giving, but also sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget a line. Sometimes we repeat a line. And they have to think on their feet. They have to be, quickly they have to adapt and they have to do it. So which means they have to know the dances inside out, not just monotonously, robotically doing these movements. They have to really understand what they're doing. And that is why it needs this training. So I know she has learned for many years, but the Arangetram training per se was about a year, and in that year, gradually she begins to learn her compositions, and a lot of it is also reading, listening to the music, understanding those nuances in beats and rhythm. And I think she did an exceptional job today of managing all of that. Truly, Jagadananda Karaka is a challenge even to just sing in a kacheri, when they're doing the Aradhana, and to do that on stage. Remember those 10 charanams, which kind of sound almost very similar. The actions are similar, the sentiments are similar, but to remember each one of them, not just the lyrics, but the steps, the swaras that go in between. It's not, and you are already exhausted with 3 other compositions that you have done before. The Sancharis, remembering those stories, it was not easy, and I think it's shows the performer's ability and skill and stamina to last through this whole ordeal. So congratulations, and be very proud of yourself. You have done amazingly. No matter what anybody says, you were awesome. As I was saying, that strength isn't ostentatious. She's very driven, and in spite of her demanding academic rigor, Bhoomika still is able to take on such challenges, which speaks to her grit and willpower. Her Abhinaya was truly a revelation. She not only understood the context and storyline, but was also able to translate and transform emotions and characters very beautifully. So, congratulations on that as well. I remember in practice, a lot of these Abhinayas, we are just having conversations. Like I'm just explaining to her what it should be and sometimes I wonder, is it really going in? Are they really grasping what I'm saying? Because these are not concepts that they are familiar with, right? We in India, a lot of the times we grow up with these stories, we grow up with temple environment, things happening around the house. Not these kids. So you have to talk to them, you have to tell them everything, from who the God is to how he looks to what he does. So there was a point when I was like wondering, should I have given her something else? Was Mela Melane a little bit challenging? But then she just blew me out. Like when she did one of the rehearsals, I said, okay, now you're ready. Because you got it. You understood what is happening. And that's what it is. She goes back, she internalizes it, and she puts that effort into understanding these compositions. And so I'm sure she will apply these same concepts, not just in dance, but in life as well. That is what doing an Arangetram does. It's very hard to explain what, I think Bhoomika will be the best person to say what she went through, going through this Arangetram, because it's a life-changing thing. You realize so many skills, so many positive things about yourself, negative things, whatever it is. And then you realize how to work on it, how to build on it. So extremely, extremely happy with what you have done today, Bhoomika. I'm sure you'll be excited to see yourself on video on the other side. And so you can now really enjoy your 16th birthday. So congratulations. I wish you all the very best in dance and in everything else that you do. Enjoy your day tomorrow and the long weekend. And I'll see you in class this week. No break. And every student that completes their Arangetram in Ushanjali receives a plaque of recognition of having completed this amazing journey. So here it is.
Guru Srimati Naina Shastri. Next is our vocalist, Srimati Abhirami Shankar. Shri Balaji Mahadevan, who was on the Mridangam today. Sri Sushila Narasimhan on the violin. Shri Prasanna Rajan on the flute. Shri Will Marsh on sitar. Kumari Maya Mankude on Natavangam. We would like to invite Sri Hari Mankude onto the stage. The family would like to felicitate him for his great support for this event.
And our wonderful MC on stage, but she also does so much of as well, from discussing the compositions to discussing the significance, the context of those compositions, to also helping the parents and the family with the logistics of the program, and and of course keeping the entire evening going in a good reasonable flow. So Nalini, without you. So please, Srimati Nalini Kalavacharla. I also would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge, of course, all the artists here today, but 3 of them have been with me from the very first Arangetram. Shri Balaji, Shri Sushila, and Shri Prasanna. They have been with me through the entire journey, except of course during the COVID time when we could not have live performances, but otherwise pretty much all of my Arangetrams, from my very first Arangetram, they trusted me and they have been with me. So I would like to today acknowledge their presence, their support, their motivation. There's a lot of dynamics also that goes through. You have to have a nice orchestra, and they have been wonderful. I have learnt a lot from them. I am learning a lot from them, and we have come together beautifully for many, many Arangetrams, and I hope this relationship just builds and grows. Thank you so much. So a small token of appreciation. So with Prasanna, I've seen him when he was Chi Prasanna, to now he is Shri Prasanna. So, and then we will probably see the Chinna Prasanna later soon too. So that's how long we have been associated with each other. Of course, I also would like to acknowledge Shri Vilmarsh and Abhirami Shankar, who is here on vocals today. Wonderful, effort, wonderful team. It was really nice. It's not just accompanying, they give life, they bring those compositions to life and create magic here on stage. So thank you so much for all of your great talent, your support, and your presence here. I hope we will be around till the 100th one. Okay. So Sushila has committed for the 100th one. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you to Bhanu and Kausalya for trusting me with their daughter. And thank you to all Ushanjali moms, my Ushanjali girls, who make this so much fun for me. I don't think there's anybody that can say that they wake up in the morning and they say they want to go to work. So I'm always excited. And they all make me, bring me so much joy and love that going to class is not a chore. And of course, Nalini and all of you all for coming today and being here, cheering Bhoomika and supporting her as well. Thank you so much. My family and friends and everybody here, thank you so much.
Bhoomika's other family, her dance group friends, do want to come and say a few words of encouragement, love and support.
Hi everyone, my name is Adya and I'm one of Bhoomika's friends from dance. Bhoomika is truly one of my best friends, and being around her is always so much joy. Whenever I see her, I can't help but burst into laughter, not because of anything in particular, but simply because I enjoy her presence so much. Bhoomika, I'm so proud of you for reaching this incredible milestone. All of us can see how much hard work and dedication you've put into your dance, and today is a celebration of that effort. Your talent and passion truly shine through every performance. One of my favorite memories with her is the day we went to the park and just ran around the field blasting music for no reason at all. That moment perfectly captures who Bhoomika is, joyful, carefree, and always ready to do her Allu Arjun workout routine. I'm so proud of the person you've become, and I feel lucky to call you my friend. I wish you the best of luck in the future.
Hi, I'm Ananya, one of Bhoomika's dance friends. Seeing her on stage today performing her Arangetram has been so exciting. I have danced with her for the last 7 years, and from making scripts to memorizing our dances and bursting into laughter talking about her various field trips that her school is taking her on, because apparently next week she's going to a ropes course. Watching her grow to the dancer, from the dancer I first met to the dancer we all got to see today, has made me so happy. She has such a great sense of humor, which she delivers with such sarcasm. She's also incredibly smart and so confident. I'm so lucky to say that with Naina Auntie's grace and guidance, all my dance buddies in my Thursday batch have completed their Arangetram today. I especially miss all the classes that we have together, and I'm so glad that I've gotten to hang out with these amazing dancers as well as Bhoomika. Today I'm so proud of you and your accomplishment that you have done today. And I can't wait to see you continue to grow as a dancer. Congrats.
Hi everyone, my name is Vasala, and I'm so proud to be one of Bhoomika's best friends. I've known her since her first day of class, where she walked in really shy, and I vividly remember hearing her name and laughing because her name had the word boom in it, and 5-year-old me found that really funny. She's been such a cheerful friend, and I'm so glad that I get to call her one of my best friends. I remember our first practice at my house, where all we did was laugh with the side of dance practice. Some of my favorite times with her are during one of our sleepovers. We're making brownies together, and I was with her for most of it, but then I left, and she'd put the batter in the oven. But when they came out of the oven, they looked really unbaked, and it was only a few hours later that we realized she never added the eggs, so we just ate eggless brownie goop. But on a more serious note, Bhoomika has put in so much effort for this performance, which is very clear through her beautiful dancing. Keep it up, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you, Bhoomika.
Hi everybody, my name is Soma and I'm one of Bhoomika's dance friends. First of all, I just wanted to say how proud I am of Bhoomika and her performance today. She is truly such an amazing dancer, and her dedication and passion for dance is so clearly seen today. Bhoomika is one of the funniest and kindest people ever, and I'm so glad we became close in the past couple of years. Every week in class, she's always doing some sort of TikTok dance, and even that with passion. Bhoomika, you truly dance so beautiful and gracefully today, and I'm so proud of you.
Hi everyone, my name is Aditi and I'm in Bhoomika's dance class. Bhoomika is an incredibly passionate dancer and the most amazing friend anyone can ask for. She has an incredible and unique personality that showcases in everything she does, including dance. She's someone I feel comfortable telling anything to, even the most random thoughts about the shows we're watching or our classes at school. Although we've been dancing together for most of our lives, I actually met her at an after-school program when I first moved to San Ramon, where we used to play imaginary games in the playroom where we pretended we were in Telugu movies. She was one of the first friends I made in San Ramon, and I'm truly lucky to have stayed so close to her for all these years and grow up with her. She's really funny and always knows the right things to say to get the entire room laughing. She consistently puts effort into everything she does, as we can see today, and she makes sure to put her all into everything she does. I'm forever thankful for all of our moments together. Congratulations, Bhoomika.
And once again,
congratulations on all 20 Arangetrams, Auntie.
Bhoomika is fortunate to have a loving dance family.
I am PRS Lakshmi. I am grandmother of Bhoomika. Today is one of the happiest and proudest moments of my life to see my granddaughter Bhoomika present her Bharatanatyam Arangetram. Few of us have the opportunity to see our grandchildren carry our traditions and values to the next generation. I am the fortunate one, and I am grateful to the God, the teachers, and everyone that made this happen. My heart is full today. God bless you, Bhoomika.
Hello, good evening. Thank you all for coming to the event and making it a grand success. I am Dr. Parimbala. I am grandmother of Bhoomika. Bhoomika is very special to me because she is the only girl among the 5 grandchildren for me, and the other 4 being boys. So she is very, very special to me, and I've been seeing her growing up and achieving this in a very exemplary manner. She exhibited herself today. I am very proud of her, and she has reached this stage because of her devotion, passion, hard work, concentration, and in spite of her busy academic schedule, she made it, and I am very, very proud of it. And in spite of all her other activities, she made it and she achieved it, and I appreciate her ability to balance both the academics and the extracurricular activities. I am very, very proud of her, and I want this monumental milestone, want this to be a beginning of her life journey in achieving success, happiness, and in all fields that she going to take up in her life. I wish her best of luck, and my blessings are always with her, and love you, Bhoomika. Hearty congratulations once again. Thank you.
Now we will hear from the star of the show.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming out today to watch my performance. I truly appreciate it. Dance has always been a part of who I am, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. It's not just an art form for me, it's expression, passion, love, and joy. There's a certain level of creative freedom and expression found in Bharatanatyam that cannot be replicated anywhere else. Of course, the past 11 months have pushed me in new ways, both physically and mentally. But most of all, it pushed me towards my culture and passion. Every class taught me more about who I am and what I dance for. I dance for joy, for community, for appreciation, and most of all, for true, utter passion. My dance studio has become a second home for me, my dance community a second family. I'm so grateful to have something like this, something that has yielded life lessons, new friends, and a true sense of belonging. I couldn't feel more lucky to be a dancer. To my guru, Srimati Naina Shastri, words cannot describe the gratitude that I feel for all the guidance you have shared with me, the care you put into each one of my dances, and the love you spread through Bharatanatyam. Your work does not go unnoticed, and any success that I've had today is all accredited to you. To my musicians, Abhirami Akka, Balaji Uncle, Sushila Uncle, Prasanna Anna, Will Uncle, and Maya, thank you so much for bringing this performance to life. You all have an impeccable ear for beautiful music, so thank you for your support and playing. To Karthik Uncle, only your photography could capture a moment like today. Thank you for all the work you have done to make this day happen. Thank you to Hari Uncle for all your guidance and really delicious salsa. Thank you, Nalini Auntie, for your emceeing and for all the help you've given me and my family behind the scenes. To my mom and dad, I've seen firsthand the insane amount of preparation and work you both have put into this performance. It would be a mess without your dedication and commitment to me. Thank you, and sorry for every car ride I spent blasting music. Thank you for every sacrifice you both made for the show to come alive, and thank you for the best parents a girl could ask for. To my brother, even though you're a know-it-all, I'm immensely grateful for your unstoppable flow of knowledge every day. Thank you for sacrificing many evenings to drive me around everywhere. And I really do look up to you, but only metaphorically because I'm still taller than you. To Amama, Mama, and all my family who have come from far and near, your unconditional love and support has been a blessing for me. It means the world that you have all come to cheer me on tonight. To all my cousins, you guys are most definitely the funniest people I know. Your jokes and conversations have brought new levels of happiness to my life. To Adya, Visala, Aditi, Suma, Maya, Ananya, and Joshita, you all have made every Thursday night for the past few years unforgettably amazing. I know I can count on all of you to put a smile on my face. To all my friends from school who have come to watch me today. Thank you for being some of the best people to be around all day, every day. My spirits would not be this high without you guys. To all the aunties and uncles who spent time decorating, organizing, coordinating, or helping in any other way, thank you so much for your time and support. I'm so grateful for everything you all have done.
What an amazing evening that was. Bhoomika, you put up an incredible performance. And, I knew you could dance, but I didn't know you could dance continuously for 45 minutes. That was amazing, truly. Words can't describe my feelings now, except that I'm slightly more relaxed now than maybe 5 hours back. And something like this cannot happen without contributions from a large number of people. And we just want to express thanks to them. And actually, Kausalya will share the word of thanks.
Bhoomika, you did it! Yeah. So, when we signed up for Arangetram about an year ago, I was very nervous. And in the last 6 months, she has shown an incredible amount of hard work and dedication. And we are extremely thankful to Guru Srimati Naina Shastri to keep her on track, keep her disciplined. She has instilled in her not only a love for dance, but she's also instilled in her discipline and hard work and curiosity in culture, which we really appreciate. Thank you again. And today was an incredible day for all of us. So happy and so proud of you, Bhoomika. We'll cherish this moment all our lives. And we also want to share a few words to recognize all the people besides Bhoomika who made this evening memorable. Of course, her guru, Srimati Naina Shastri. And we want to thank the incredible orchestra team and the musicians, the vocalist, Ms. Abhirami Shankar, Mr. Balaji Mahadevan Garu on Mridangam, Mr. Sushila Narsimhan Garu on violin, and Mr. Prasanna Rajan on flute, Mr. Will Marsh on sitar, and Ms. Maya Mankunde on Nattuvangam. And we are extremely thankful for Mrs. Nalini Kalavacharla. Ma kritagnyathalandi meeku. I think you have led us through this incredible task of organizing and keeping us through this rigorous planning that is needed for this event. And you've been an extremely my fond MC for these events. And her effort goes way beyond today's event. And we're equally thankful for the help offered and the support given by Mr. Hari Mankunde, who is Mr. Naina Shastri Gari husband. And he's been a voice who is always calm, supportive, checking in with us. And we are thankful to him for all the support. And we want to also thank the staff of Dirty Valley Performing Arts Theatre Center for going beyond the call of duty and helping us set up and making this performance a huge success. We are thankful for having such a beautiful facility in our community. And we are especially thankful today to have the Vice Mayor of San Ramon grace this occasion. And we are extremely thankful to the videography and photography team consisting of Mr. Karthik Nagaraj and Mr. Leo Deegan and Poojan Bedi. Thank you so much for the incredible work that you have done. This performance would not be possible without the support of friends and family. I think the dance moms here have become an incredibly close family to me, and they have been my voice of support at every step. And I'm very, very thankful to Valli, Meera, Ramani, Durga, Nina, Sujata, and my thanks to my family friends, close family friends, Sharda, Namita, Preeti, Nina, and my family, Rama, Aparna, Sri Lakshmi, Hema. Thank you all for your support. If I've missed anybody's names, please forgive me. And thank you to the lighting team consisting of my brother-in-law Satya Pullalagaru, and for the food and logistics team consisting of JD, Madhu, Santosh Vinapamula Garu, Dinakar Garu, Sri Charan Garu, Murthy, Satyanarayan Murthy, who's my brother, Ramesh and Satya. And this, and again, there have been families that joined us from far, especially my brother and sister-in-law who made an effort to come from Australia just for this event. Huge shout out to them. And our dear cousins from Banu's cousins, Ramu and Maithili, who came out from Atlanta. Thank you so much. And dear Vasanta Garu, who is a dance teacher and musician herself. Thank you so much for coming and gracing this occasion. And thank you all for the audience. I mean, it's a long evening, I understand. Thank you for being very patient, and thank you for supporting and cheering Bhoomika all along. And we are very, very thankful to everyone who have supported us today. Thank you.
We are grateful to each of you for sharing your Saturday evening with us. I know it's a long weekend, and for being part of this joyous celebration of dance, devotion, and tradition. On behalf of Ushanjali School of Dance and Bhoomika's family, good night and thank you once again.